Marshall brother, what's up? Thank you. What's up, guys? King Studio. What's up, man? sock screaming. Wow, it's actually beautiful. Well, thank you. Adam, yeah. That's the loose version. Grant, how's it going? It's this is page 6, so it's coming along.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on around here. Can you be more specific about weird stuff?
Who knows how kids get these ideas?
Something is coming for all of us.
You're working on a comic book with somebody you know I don't like. Who are you working on? Who could you possibly be working with that you know I don't like? How's that come about? Explain that one. Well, that's pretty awesome. That's not a small thing. That's a pretty big deal, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, he's a great artist. Just when he bans you from his Facebook page for no real reason, you tend to kind of not want to give a shit about the guy. But that's fine. He can be who he is, and that's just fine. I hope it's successful for you guys. Now, there's a guy that popped up on one of my live streams recently, and the name said something like the Don Simpson or something like that. And I was like, is that him? Why would he be on my live stream? Like, how would he have found my thing? He just stopped in and kind of jokingly said, "You're doing it wrong," and then kind of just disappeared. And I was like, was that him or was that somebody else? Weird brushes with celebrity. I don't know if I'd say weird. Just I met years ago. I was at a concert here in Utah, and it was at an Aerosmith concert, and I was in the dead center, third row from the stage. You know, an Aerosmith concert isn't like a Korn concert where it's a fucking mosh pit and you're gonna die. So they actually have chairs right up to the front of the stage. And so 2 rows in front of me was Lou Diamond Phillips and the actress Dina Meyer, the girl that was in like Starship Troopers. They were in town shooting a movie. So we kind of said hi to them and shook their hands. And then I met Jim Lee once. He came here to Utah for a signing. So I got a picture of me standing with him. I've met local basketball players, Karl Malone and John Stockton, years ago when they were at the peak of their careers. What's up, Dan? Someone's saying, "What's up, dude?" It's been a minute there. Someone's saying, "How's things going for you?" I saw your finished pinup for Dan. That thing looks awesome, man. Yeah, it was really interesting to see that different take on his characters. You know, Dan draws them in that cartoony kind of way, but then you kind of take it into kind of a more realistic kind of angle. It was really cool. Has anybody gone to see that new movie, that Nosferatu? I didn't even hear of it at all. I don't know what the marketing campaign was like, but then I saw someone do a review of it and just talked it up so good. And then I watched the trailer for it, and I'm like, I'm gonna go see this fucking movie. Has anybody seen that? It's getting really good reviews. Yeah, I heard it was really good. I like the Dracula story, so. I've never seen the original, like, what, 1930s version? Never seen that one, but I understand this is just kind of a remake of it. But the only other movie by that director I've seen was The Witch, and that shit was creepy. And I like it when you can have a director that can kind of create some mood and tension without having big, explosive, nonsensical modern movie making nonsense. Like, he sets up tension through with like good filmmaking techniques. If I didn't have my kids this weekend, I'd probably go see it, but I don't think I better take them to that movie. They wouldn't enjoy it. They actually would prefer to go see Sonic, but I kind of don't want to go see that, so I don't know. I might take them to that anyway. This red one, the one with the rock, like the Christmas movie thing. I definitely didn't have any interest in that. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas? Is that a thing, or are you just being full of nonsense there, Dan? I have no idea what that even is. It's real. I've never heard of that. Yeah, someone saying I don't know. I didn't hear a lot of good things about that, so I just avoided it, but it didn't look like anything I was interested in anyway, but maybe I should check it out. Hi, Bubba. What's up? You're fine.
Wait, I can send my notes?
Just put it down. It's fine. I do have a pencil sharpener in the background, Grant. This is it. It's pencils. Once again, we're reaching end of life, but we're going to grind it down to its very base. When in doubt, black it out. Thanks, someone's saying, if you're now away from keyboard. I've been recently inspired by the old Mark Silvestri, Dan Green Wolverine stuff, and I'm trying to approximate something similar. Of course, I will fail, but it's the attempt that matters, right? Mark, what's up? How are you? Thanks, Mark. The Hawk and Dove trilogy. I was just like, you know what? Let's spread these out. I was kind of tired and didn't want to do one long video on all three of them and then conversely do a few more of something else. I was like, I could just take these and just bitch about them in 3 separate videos and get myself covered for 3 days. So it was fun. Heifeld is always the provider. The tracing paper bit. That was fun. I've got it right here somewhere. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. The tracing paper bit. Where they were very clearly not standing on the same ground. I was laughing at that. Yeah, that was this tracing paper's fun. I knew I bought it for a reason. Grant, I know I don't need to, but there's a chance that Chuck might ink this. I'm probably going to be inking this one, but just in case things work out the way that Chuck does, I want it to be as clear as possible for him, and it just helps me see the forms clearer to blacken it in and just see what I'm doing. I'm not confident enough exactly in my own shit to leave it open. I want to see what it looks like. And I also don't usually make penciled pages this clean, you know, so to speak. So it's something I'm kind of enjoying doing. So there's multiple reasons for why I do it. I wish I was like Mike Mignola. I've seen his penciled pages, and he'll just put in the indications of where he wants the black shapes and puts the X's, and I'm like, I'm not confident enough in my own shit to leave it that way without being able to see it, what I want from it. So yeah, you're right, Grant. We all do stuff we don't need to. Yeah, Mark Liefeld, he got the rights back to Youngblood, so he's doing something with it. That's his next big thing. So he can abandon everything else he's doing and do that, and then probably abandon it. God damn it. I said in my video, inconsistency is the only thing Liefeld is consistent about, so... Shit. Oh well. Well, that pencil's gone. Time to move on to a new one. Wise man, can you get a successful independent comic book artist, and can it be lucrative? Do you need to find a special niche market? That's hard to say. I think a lot of it just has to be luck. I've seen some incredibly skilled artists that are not doing anything, but a lot of time that's just because they're not doing anything. They're just sitting around overthinking, overworking, or playing video games and smoking weed and watching porn or some shit like that and doing anything but their art. So it's a combination of, what was it? Who was it that said luck is a combination of what is it? Determination combined with preparation? Is that right? Do I have that right? But it is hard to be an independent comic artist and be successful and make any money. Yeah, today would have been Stanley's 102nd birthday. Preparation meets opportunity. I've heard, I think, a slightly different version on it, but yeah, you just got to be prepared. You got to be working. You got to put in the effort. You got to actually kind of know how to draw. You have to, if you want to be a comic artist these days, you better be doing it because you love it, not because you're in it for the money. Which is why I'm doing all this shit. Because you can make a little bit of cash here and there, but I'm certainly not making money on this to live on. But yeah, if you wanna make your art, you gotta make your fucking art. You can't sit around do nothing complaining about everything. Get out there and make the stuff. And if you're good, you can get noticed, and you can, it's possible. It is definitely possible. It's possible, just not easy. Grant, that's kind of my plan. I've talked with Chuck about it, and we've kind of talked a little bit back and forth about what we can do and what could make it work, and you know, just selling it as a parody. Like, I'm going to sell it as exactly what it is. It's a parody sequel-ish to you know, a certain book by a certain artist. But all the names and stuff and designs have been changed, so no one can shit themselves about it. trying to do it in the vein of old school classic Image Comics art, but me doing the best that I can do. Like, I'm not trying to make bad art. I'm trying to do a good version of Image Comics art, and it's really pretentious of me to say that, but hey, you gotta have lofty goals, right? It's a good point, Grant. Yeah, that's why I started doing my thing, like the Masters of the Universe fan comic. I had been doing stuff for other people, like small independent publishers, for a long time, and they're all good people with good intentions, but I'm like, this is not going anywhere. This is not getting any notoriety. It's not making any money. There's nothing happening. So if I'm going to be putting in the best work I can possibly do for nothing, I might as well do something that I love. And so I was like, I had this He-Man project that I'd been working on off and on for years, and I just like, you know what? Time to do my own thing. And I've made more money off that than anything I did for these other small publishers by far. I mean, I made nothing off the other small publishers, not a dime. But just selling my own book to people who want to see it through my channel and at conventions, I've made a few bucks. No one pays. I mean, this is a thing, Grant, that I've had many a debate with. I know people are like, don't work unless you get paid. But here's the thing. The people making these things don't have any money. They're just guys at home like you and me making their books. And they're like, I can get them published. I can get you with a letterer. I can get you with a colorist. And we can put it out there and see if anything happens. But they're just guys, like one of these guys, just a school teacher, just making books just because he liked to. And at the time, I'm talking, this is like 15, 16 years ago, I didn't know how to do lettering. I couldn't color. I didn't know how to print things up or get it done. So I took it as a training ground. This is where I'm going to practice. This is where I'm going to network. And I still work with people now that I met through that thing. So a lot of people scream, you shouldn't do work unless you get paid. Well, guess what? None of them had money. So for me, it was all about training and networking. But they weren't making any money on anything. And I knew that. But for me, it was, let's just draw. It gives me something to draw. It forces me to try to do something different because I'm going off a script from somebody else. So, and I wasn't good enough to deserve to get paid because I wasn't any good. But it paid out for me in the long run after the fact. It's not like I could go anywhere else. No one's going to hire me. I'm not that good. And there's such a small market for comics anyway, and there's so many really, really good artists out there. Shockula, if I knew you did that, I mean, we could have worked out a deal. The music that I was just playing, it's just on a playlist on YouTube, but it was old Star Trek music from the movies. Yeah, Mark. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, comics used to be cheap and everywhere. Now they're pricey and hard to find. That is so true. Like you walk into a 7-Eleven or a convenience store or a drugstore and there's a spinner rack with them on there and you could get them for $1 or less. Now that was a long time ago, obviously. And it was like one of the few kind of cheap forms of kids' entertainment, but kids got video games and iPhones and shit. So kids aren't interested in comic books because they got other shit to look at. So kids don't read comics, it's all us old farts. It makes me think like eventually comics will just die out because the audience will die out with it. There's no youth to replace it. If that's not already the case. Yeah, floppies going away and then just trade paperback being just the only thing. Yeah. Again, like I've said before, I feel like kind of the crowdfunder, the independent market kind of thing, where people just make shit and then you just kind of buy it uniquely, like a one-off from them and follow that unique creator. That's kind of the future, I think.
Vacation isn't just time off, it is quality time. So leave Wild Airborne's most completely new sport formula yet. The new and improved deliciously fizzy effervescent zesty orange flavor is packed with 7 powerful ingredients. So if you can plan, anything's possible.
Yeah, Mark, there you go.
For litter savings, Specialist Litter buys in bulk.
And I hate to say it, but it's kind of true with my kids. They're in the other room right now, mostly watching their own phones and shit. But my youngest boy, he's gotten into pirate shit recently. He loves pirate stuff. And so his mom, for Christmas, got him a Lego pirate ship, and he loves it. So my youngest boy loves pirate stuff and Legos, so I like that. And then my oldest boy has gotten into like astronomy and stars and galaxies and shit like that. So we got him like a beginner telescope, and that seems to be going over well. But kind of breaks my heart to think that my kids will never be interested in comic books. Maybe they'll be interested in daddy shit when they get older just because it's something daddy made, but right now they could not care less about reading Batman or Spider-Man or anything. Yeah, that's alright. I'll just disown them. Yeah, Mark, frickin' Legos. I can't believe how expensive they are. So insane. Can't imagine how much my boy's mom spent on this Lego, the Black Pearl, that he's putting together in the living room right now. Andrew! Hey, bring your boat in here. Okay, everybody, I'm going to show off my kid's pirate ship. He asked if we could show it on my channel. He's super excited about the work that he's done.
Just letting y'all know this thing's pretty massive.
It is pretty massive. Here, let me back up the camera a little bit, Bubba.
Alrighty.
Let's see. So it's a work in progress, right? You're building it, huh?
Yeah, it's still on it. Run. Oh.
Oh, you took off his little desk, you goofer. Go ahead and fit him on there.
Jack Sparrow, if you saw that, that was not my fault.
So is that Jack Sparrow's seat right there?
Yeah, he's just looking at the map to see on the horizon.
Yep.
While like his cannons are literally ready.
And then you got cannons everywhere, and you've built all the lower levels where you can see inside it where the cannons are there.
And also, guys, just letting you know, right somewhere in there is like a chicken cooking thing in there.
There's a chicken cooking, but we can't see it.
Yeah, I do not know how to take it off.
No, that's all right. You put them together. You got the rudder on it here so it can steer it, right? Yep. And then I like how you can see down inside it. You got the cannons, and then you got the little lanterns so they can see little barrels of, is that where they keep the black powder?
I'm not even sure why that's there.
Yeah.
And also, you see this? You can do that.
Wait, what did you do? I'm sorry, I didn't see through your hands. Oh, the cannons, do they shoot little cannonballs?
Yeah, you need like a little circle thing that's pretty tiny, not like a stud.
Oh.
It's kind of larger than it. And then just shove it in, pull it, and then it will get flamed. Just make sure, just letting you know, if you have a lantern that's on the ceiling and like something can get in there, just do not do that work because make it stuck.
Right. Well, we'll show this more as you build it. You're building it really good. I'm really impressed with you, my son.
Yeah, I'm working on to get to the wheel.
Yeah, and then you got to put the big front on the boat, and then you're going to build the sails up really tall.
Yeah,
That's really cool, and we'll show it off more as you build it.
Yep.
Thanks, Bubba.
Onwards of the horizon.
My little pirate son. You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him wanting to be a pirate. Yeah, you almost could. I'm actually really kind of impressed with the level of detail they put in those things. Like, they have you build levels and put details inside each level of the ship that as you build on it, you'll never see again. Like, it's buried inside it, but they got all the cannons and lanterns and shit. And you'll never see it once it's built, but you know it's there. So, I just think that's pretty neat. So, I love that my youngest son I let him play the Red Dead Redemption 2, and he got interested in being a cowboy and having 6 shooters and shit like that. Now he's got interest in being a pirate. I'm like, oh, it's like he's a regular little boy. I love it. And then my oldest son's just becoming a little scientist. So that I like. He said since he was a little kid, he's 12 now, but he's always said that he wants to be a doctor because he wants to help people. And I'm like, oh my God, you're so sweet. Please don't ever lose that sweetness. Tourniquet me hearties, exactly. Where's me ruler? Gotta have the sword up here again. Lego sells science stuff. Yeah, I should. Yeah, but my oldest scientist boy isn't interested in Legos, and my Lego child is not interested in science. He's interested in adventure. So robot kits for Lego, that'd be awesome. I bet you my youngest boy there would love that. Thanks, Inkwell.
With market control, from 4% APY with high-yield cash.
sweet home just got even sweeter.
Ugh.
Because Hobby Lobby has hundreds of exclusive decor items for every room in your house.
Lego Mindstorm. I'll have to look those up. Of course, if I show my little kid, he'd be like, "Dad, can we get those?" I'm like, "Ugh, son, Daddy's not made of money." I actually kind of can't wait to ink this drawing. I'm kind of excited to get this filled in black and white. Kind of having fun with this one.
baking is just too good. M&M's for all fun kind.
Thanks, Dan. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, holy shit. Yeah, like I was saying, I can't wait to get inking on this. Maybe tomorrow. Me and Jessica might be doing a live stream tomorrow. She said she might be free. So maybe some inks will happen. We'll see. Thanks, Mark. See, first thing we do on this page is we snap the line on the bow and arrow because, well, we all know why. maybe one of these days. I'm so done with Star Wars. I don't care. I don't care if it's brilliant. I'm over Star Wars. I love the first. She was like one of the hottest girls I'd ever seen in my life. Like, she was perfectly, everything about her was just fine. And that sucks that assholes are like that. Movie makers and studios and shit like that. You're too fat, lose some weight, you fat cow. She looks just as, especially by today's standards. All this body positivity nonsense. She looked perfect. It felt like 3. Yeah. I remember when Titanic was coming out, I was like, man, I love James Cameron. You know, Aliens, True Lies, The Abyss, the Terminators. Loved them all. I'm like, he's going to make a movie about a fucking boat that sinks. We all know what happens. I thought it was the dumbest thing he's ever going to do. But, no, I legitimately love that movie. It's legitimately good. I have not seen Clowns in Outer Space. Does not sound familiar to me. I've heard of Killer Clowns in Outer Space. Is that what you're talking about? Nope, never seen it. Any movie's better than Aliens 3. No, that's not true. Aliens 3 had some potential. It just got screwed over by the studio, screwing up Fincher's. But the dumbest thing they ever did was like, let's just kill off Hicks and Newt. I was instantly out of the movie from the first 5 minutes of Aliens 3. And so they were never going to win me back after that. Even if the rest of the movie was really good. I was so fucking pissed off. Because I'd been watching Aliens by James Cameron a million times over as a kid. And they're like, they're making a sequel? I can't wait. And sucked. I might catch that movie, someone saying, but I heard everyone say that it was just a bunch of remember this from previous Alien movies. Like, I heard that it started great, but then it just devolved. And even my brother, my younger brother, who's much more forgiving than I am, he's like, it started out great and it ended so fucking stupid. I was like, oh, all right, well, I'll catch it if it comes on streaming somewhere. But again, it's so expensive to go to movies. I'm not going to go. I don't know about the new Superman. Like I said, you can't tell from a trailer. So we'll see what it does when it comes out. Oh, is it on Hulu? All right, well, maybe I can give it a shot. See if I come away with a different opinion. Superman.
Eating is believing.
Yeah, I didn't like that particularly either. The metal rock version of the classic John Williams theme. I was like, that's it's a little off-putting for me too. Yeah, the scene where he protects the kid from getting hit from the vehicle. Yeah, I like seeing Superman be Superman. Like an actual hero. Yeah, Superman saving people, right? Yeah, with the driver of that vehicle. I've seen that happen a lot. They'll show like Superman stopping like a train or something like that, and it's smashing itself to pieces. I'm like, well, everyone inside is dead. You know, that's what one of those things I kind of liked about the scene in the Brandon Routh Superman when he was stopping that plane. With Superman's strength, he could have brought it to a dead stop instantly, but they actually showed the physics of everything as he tried to kind of like level the plane out, but the wing snapped off, and so he gets on the nose of the plane and he's slowing it down, and it wasn't until they got to the ground where he really had to push, and the nose of the plane folded in and it rippled down the body of the plane just enough to make it feel like he slowed it down to not like obliterate everyone inside it. And I was like, I like that. That was, that was a good scene. I actually kind of like that Brandon Routh Superman movie. I get everyone's problems with it, but I liked it better than the Man of Steel shit, because he felt like he was fucking Superman, even if he didn't punch anybody. Yeah, the wing. Yeah, there you go. That's entirely possible. How'd you like to write the headline on that? If it crushed a busload of nuns. Come on, somebody's got to know the reference I'm making and say the next appropriate line. If it goes off and melts down a busload of nuns, how'd you like to write the headline on that? Yeah, this is the Last Samurai soundtrack. Nice recognition. They said that in a Short Circuit, someone's saying. And so the guy's like, how'd you like to write the headline on that? And he's like, the other guy's like, nun soup? It's like, fucked up. Oh, God, it's so funny. Okay, yeah, I'm glad you at least, I mean, I know it's kind of like you could blank on it. You're like, I can't remember what the hell. I heard that Howard the Duck had a kid with somebody. Was that Darcy from Thor? Was that Kat Dennings' character? Oh, seriously? They're gonna have like a little retard baby duck? They really do that? I think Kat Dennings is actually funny and she's hot as hell, but I can't believe she banged a duck.
What if you don't catch? What if he goes out and melts down a busload of nuns? How would you like to write the headline on that one?
Nun soup?
Bang!
That shit's so funny. I haven't watched What If past season 1. I was like, it was kind of okay. But then I was like, I don't know. I'm so burned out on everything. It's so rare when something catches me anymore. And it's like, this is awesome. And Kat Dennings banging a duck. I mean, I'll watch. I'll definitely watch. I know we don't see it happen, but I would still watch. We do need more Kat Dennings. She should do a few topless scenes. I'm just saying. The world would be a better place. She were to suddenly pop up in a movie and she did not have a shirt on. Just saying. I challenge you. I challenge you to have that in front of your eyes and to look away. I like your mindset there, someone's saying. Like, I wrote this role for her. Oh, I've seen those. I was actually, that's funny you mentioned that, Mike McMahon, because I was about to pull that up just for, you know, for research sake. Well, that didn't go well. Oops. Safe search off. Yeah, I guess they're hidden now. I'm sure, I know they're out there. There they are. I don't know. These were the ones that were pretty official from back in the day. Right, Mike? Those were the ones. I'm going to get my channel banned. None of you saw that. Yeah, and the AI fakes are all so stupid. Mike knows what's up. I was like, oh shit, she's pretty. Shocula. We were all wiping something off. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I might need to wrap up here. I gotta go do a little shopping, take my kids out into the universe. I'm gonna bring them back and force them to watch a movie. I think I'm gonna force them to watch that old 80s movie, Space Camp. At least my astronaut-loving son. You guys remember that movie? It's completely unbelievable, where NASA puts a shuttle on the pad and lets a bunch of, like, kids sit in it while they test the engines, but they have to launch the fucking shuttle into space full of kids and one adult. Yeah. When you think about what has to happen for that to actually take place, you're like, well, that's a bunch of shit. There's no way in the hell that would ever happen like that. But the goal is to get a bunch of kids into space, so... So, I've done all the fun stuff on this page. I just got to put in some rocks and debris and smoke and shit and finish these figures. So it's basically, I mean, it's not done, but it's done-ish. So, I think I'm going to wrap up for now. I will probably be on tomorrow. I got to check with Jessica. She wanted to do one tomorrow. I'll have to see what time she might be available, if she's still available. Yeah, Dan, Shocula, someone saying, Mark, Mike, all of y'all. Appreciate it, guys. Let's see. Where's the page previous to this? See them together. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Later.